Good evening, everybody. We are just about to get started here with the iRacing Fanatec GT Challenge. It is at Spa-Francorchamps. It's going to be something else. Coverage will end shortly. No, coverage will start shortly. Wouldn't be Raidillon TV without a few mistakes. But it'll be our little secret, right? Welcome everybody to the iRacing Fanatec GT Challenge here at Spa-Francorchamps. Thank you for seeing you. Thank you for coming out. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying well. Hopefully everything in your life is going a-okay. Going a-okay in our lives because we get to see these mean machines going around Raidillon. The only track and corner you'd ever need. And as always, I'm joined by Craig King. Craig, how are we?
I'm doing good, Rob. Number one, I'm getting absolutely deafened. Sounds of these cars going up Eau Rouge and Raidillon. And number two, we have a celebrity. Eduardo Mortara is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you dissing my boy, Felipe Paiva. Hello?
Hello, Eduardo Mortara?
Yeah, but Felipe Paiva? I know.
Also, Mortara's in a VEC car.
The VEC
How cool is that?
So that adds, what? Nine brownie points to the VEC sim racing guys?
Pretty much, yeah. That's... It's awesome to see him back out again, and we kind of remember what happened last time, don't we?
I actually can't remember what happened last time. I think what happened last time was death, destruction, and despair. But
well, I was gonna say before we had that crash in ILMS every Friday night at 1900 GMT, he was involved in the biggest crash we've seen on stream.
The big one.
The big one. So. I'm sure, you know, if we knew this, we probably could have told him, and he probably could have told people to come join us. But oh, he just spun! Ooh. He has just spun on his first lap at the bus stop. Wow! What happened there? Did
we could have warned him. We could have warned him. Chicane is dangerous. Chicane is dangerous.
It is. But, by the way, for anyone unaware, 18 cars. Why is that? Because for the third time ever, the Fanatec GT Challenge has split. 35 sign-ups, which means we get a split. Yeah. 35 sign-ups, we get a split.
And Dan Muller is in the wrong car. Again. Dan, you're meant to be in the... Oh, no, he is in the...
He's in the Doritos. Oh my God.
Oh, no. It's
he
not
found a Doritos Ford.
It's not even... Look at the Ford logo on the side of that car. That's not... It's not properly colored in. There's like red in the middle of...
What? Oh, no.
I'm both amazed and disgusted at the same time that car exists.
Did he make that? That's the question. I'm gonna have to ask Dan after the race. Did he make that livery? Wow.
Soviet Mobile's back again, of course. Javier Mosquera. They're putting in lap times though.
We are putting some good lap times. Jeremy Hopp once again leading at the moment, a 2:12.688. So a decent time there. Good for a 2:12.892. Moraine a 2:12.952. Versluin a 2:12.963. We haven't seen Martin. That's a new name for us as well. Martin Versluin.
I thought his last name was Verstappen. I saw Ver and I was like, that's Verstappen. That's a Verstappen.
Don't get your hopes up. How about the number 1 car, Eduardo Mortara, by the way? Piper's going to be finishing his last lap now, and it's a 5:12.517. Oh, that's his first lap, sorry. So that's his first lap at his pole. Mortara is coming around Blanchimont, coming up to the bus stop. Don't spin this time. Don't spin this time. Look at that. Nice and cautious. I think he's learned. Coming around the bus stop now to finish. Coming down the start-finish straight. I think he might get a 2. He had a 2:14 with that spin. He's going to cross the line. It's invalid. And Mortara will start. Yeah. And look at the times. He will start. Let's see. We only have 6 GT1s qualifying. He will start 7th. No, sorry, 8th. Because who's just put in a time? That looks like that's Hayes just put in. He put in a 2:14. Someone just put in a time.
Yeah, that was Justin Hayes with a 2:14.186. The forests of Spa, they light up for the boys. The boys being these boys, going around in, well, some people call them antiquated, but they're still nice machines. Very few other cars going around at the moment. Jonathan has an oars yet to set a time. He is just about to, I think. He goes pole.
No, there's no time left.
No, he goes pole, pipping out his teammate Sylvain Moraine with a 2:12.105.
No one else has got any time. No, that's everybody. Just at the last moment with 3 tenths, almost 4/10 of a second, Raidillon will take pole position. As we were saying, with a 2:12.105 as qualifying is over. Then we have Moraine with a 2:12.473. Jeremy Hopp close behind him at 2:12.492. And even closer, it's Fabian Menentri at 2:12.498. Felipe Paiva with a 2:12.517. And Alexander Godefroy at 2:12.589 and 6th. Martin Versluin 7th, 2:12.873. Ferrier 2:13.313. And Justin Hayes 2:14.186. Into the 4 of the 7 Fords that qualified. Dan Muller 2:17.312 in the Doritos Ford. Javier Mosquera 2:19.016. Randy Hoff 2:20.593. Pablo Casanovas 2:28.736. Quick rundown of the 5 non-qualifiers. Eduardo Mortara had a spin and then an invalid lap, followed by Damien Deval, who has... Is he even there?
He's still there.
Rob, don't.
He's still there. Hold your lawn.
Thomas Blankenship, Robert T. Murphy, and Danny Boseman are the other Fords. And please, Damien, please grid, or there's going to be some very upset people. There's going to be some very...
correction, very upset person.
Okay.
And it's not going to be me.
I'm just going to say this. Fanatec GT Series has a 34 car limit. If you get over 34, it splits. With the last second of the time, it goes 35. And I said to Rob, someone's going to get it if they don't grid. Damien, where are you?
Well, I mean, 3 other cars. So Felipe Paiva hasn't gridded. Oh no. Felipe Paiva, Fabian Menetri, Jeremy Hopp, Damien Deveau. Oh, they're waiting till the very last minute. Oh, they're waiting till the very...
There's Damien.
Fabian...
Oof.
Okay, everybody gridded. Okay, you can cool your bloodlust. You can cool...
I want to let you know, Damien, I have a very specific skills. I will find you.
And I will tell you about the great things of TrackCams 2 too, because that is who we have for today.
Yeah, shout out to TrackCams22.com once again, providing these fantastic camera angles. It's Spa-Francorchamps. I cannot say that properly, I'll just say Spa. It's a wonderful track. I see a sea of VECs. See?
Yeah. You were seeing the exact same thing I was seeing, which is, well, look, VEC. There's 6 VEC cars, and they're all moving towards the start-finish line.
So this is where I tell everybody, this is Raidillon TV. The only corner you need, coming to the bus stop. Rob will take you away. I'm going to be keeping an eye elsewhere.
He's going to be keeping an eye on those pesky GT2s. Jonathan Razinohora, touching up the line. That is Felipe Paiva looking, wanting to see. He's ready to go. And the cars, they go green. Oh, and there's carnage already. That is the car number 6. The car number 6 of Godefroy having an accident with a car number 11. It is carnage already at the start of this race as they come towards La Source.
That 6 wants to hold on. Sorry, that Godefroy almost wanted to go on there. He does not. And meanwhile, the slowing is getting overtaken from Muller. It's pretty equal there at the fours at the moment. Muller, Mascara, Half. I can just hear them going over the bumps at the moment. Looks like a little damage at the back there for the slowing. Everything's still the same. Blankenship's gone slow. He's gone slow at the start, and Bosman and Murphy's going to go 2 by 2 down into Raidillon and Eau Rouge. Murphy's going to make the move. Bosman holds off, so that's at the back of the field. Nothing changing at the front. What about the GT1s? It's carnage VCs everywhere through Lecombe, and that looks like that's Paiva. He's having a bit of a slide there. Motara's now up. Where's Motara? Moraine's gone down to 4th. Motara's at 5th, trying to go around the outside there from Stells on Moraine. He does so. Razinohora pulled away. Hopp is trying to catch him, but entry's not behind him. But Motara is catching. He was at the back of the field and he's already in 4th position.
Started, according to the clocks, he started 14th, but they group up after the start and then fan themselves out. That is a group of gaggle of 5 behind Eduardo Mortar, and as he's trying to chase the front 3, VEC, 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 VEC. And then Felipe Paiva breaks the cycle. The top 5 are all VEC cars. Ferrier with fixed sim racing team. There's a lot of French people in here. As they come,
what do you expect it with VEC?
come through Stavelot on towards Blanchemont. There's something in the middle in here, but I call it DHL because there's a massive DHL sign. Felipe Paiva hovering in the back end of Sylvain Moraine.
Oh, that's wide from an entry. That's wide from an entry coming around Blanchemont. Won't gain any advantage from that. It was almost a 24-hour Spa track limits there. If anyone was watching today knows what I'm on about. It's just a CVCs. It's just hard to... Like, I could keep doing the C jokes, but let's not. Motara. Got to move on an entry here. Will he try and make it down into the source? He puts his car there. It's going to be late braking. He puts it there. What a late move. He almost went into the back of Hop. He's held up Menentry there. Menentry's going to get a better line, but I don't think he'll be able to. Let's keep an eye on this. Menentry decides against it. Wow, Matara went in so late. He almost went into the back of Jeremy Hop there. And Hop's got a bit of a run coming on Razinohora. If he can get out of Raidillon pretty clean. The back just twitches a little bit, but he has a run on Razinohora. This could be a change for the lead. Razinohora knows he's struggling, so he's going to be trying a little bit of a weaving. Now he just keeps straight. That might have held up Hop there. Yeah, 0.2 of a second. He won't be able to make a move down into Lecombe. Can Motara hold on to Menentry? He does indeed, but Paiva and Morian is going. That Paiva looks like he wants to go around the outside into the inside Lecombe. Makes that move stick. No other overtakes there going into the straight, but Moraine looks like he wants to make another move. Can he make anything down into Bruxelles? He cannot.
I don't think he'd be able to, because it'd just be too difficult to be able to make it link up towards No Name. which somebody has now named, which we all disagree. It's now no name. Well, it's still going to be no name in our hearts as they come onto the double gauche. Double left for you and me, if you don't speak French. Even though this is a part of Brussels, or a part of Belgium. So I've just taken the lick of paint and just given it to both ends. As they come through Le Fond. On towards campus. Does Moraine stick? He does stick behind. He's actually giving a tighter line through campus. Coming out of Stavelot. Neither of them taking a very particular wide line. Now we did see coming through, thinking back now, half a lap, but we're coming through Malmedy. Not a lot of them were a lot of them were taking the very wide line, which was making the rounds on the iRacing subreddit of just everybody having an off track, because the amount of times that the 24-hour guys just well, in our eyes it would be track limit, but these guys were just like, you know that iRacing 24-hour Spa, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying all the time.
This is now real life. iRacing,
it really was.
The iRacing Spa 24-hour in real world.
So not much happening in the forward. Robert Murphy went from 4th all the way down to 6th after taking an off track through the bus stop. That's the only thing happening at the moment. Still Muller Mascara. Hop looks like he wants to make him. He's got slipstream again, but he's just too far behind Razanahora. And Motara is slowly catching. 2:12.3 was the fastest lap that time for Motara, then a 2:12.9 for Hop, and a 2:12.7 for Razanahora. Again, every time he comes out of the second part of Lecum, straight down into Brussels, Hop looks like he wants to make the move, but every time he thinks about making a move, Motara's right there. So he really just has to just hunker in behind. Until he gets a proper go at Razanahora, he cannot afford to start trying to look at making moves, because he's just going to compromise himself, and Montara constantly catches.
As you can just see, this is the camera's looking back towards Jeremy Hop and Eduardo Mortara, and then here's Jeremy Hop looking back at Mortara. He's definitely got his rear view mirror full of, well, friendly, well, quote unquote friendly colors, but diamonds doesn't in racing like this, especially when there's only 11 GT1 racers, and Alexander Godefroy is in the pits, as is Robert T. Murphy. Godefroy is actually back out racing, but he's a lap down, so it won't be much of contest at the moment. I don't think the race will be long enough to allow that, as Jeremy goes very wide coming through Blanchimont, which I mistakenly named as Raidillon at one point. Getting very close, Eduardo is. He's getting very close to the rear end of that car in front of him, the car number 8. It just feels like he's wanting to put the pressure on immediately as Jeremy slides coming through La Source down the hill towards Eau Rouge. You need to be able to take out as much speed as you can, as much as you dare, really. It's a left-hander, then a very sharp, and you need to hold it. Oh, and make sure that once you come over Raidillon on towards Kemmel on the Kemmel straight, you need to be able to carry as much speed as you can. Jeremy Hop is weaving. The car number 8 is weaving to try and break the slipstream long enough so that it upsets the apple cart for Eduardo Mortara. He needs to get past this guy. So he can take on Jonathan Razanahora. It's just not connecting right now because Jeremy is proving much more of a much tougher nut to crack than Eduardo, I think, fully realizes.
Yeah, I think an issue as well is every time Mortara wants to use that straight to get past Hop, Hop's getting the slipstream from Razanahora, but a slow exit there for Hop. It looks like Mortara coming down to double gutch, coming down, will take the move just like that. An overtake going into the exit, into the entrance, sorry, a double gutch. Does Hop have a better line? He does not. What about Le Fawn? I'm pretty sure he's going to be fine there going through Le Fawn. He is fine. And that's going to be Mortara taking another time. By the way, 2:12.744 for Hop last lap, 2:12.669 for Mortara, and a 2:12.640 for Razanahora. So Mortara and Razanahora matching each other on pace. Mortara didn't have a lot of slipstream in that last lap. So it'll be interesting to see what he does now. He's already in the slipstream of Raidillon, and he's already put half a second on himself from Hop. So this is going to be one to watch. How much time can he gain? He's really been... Well, we saw with him spinning on his first qualifying lap. We saw how aggressive he wants to be on the brakes. So 0.8 now. So let's just see if he gains any time coming in to the bus stop. He might just gain a tenth, 2 tenths, maybe. It gains a tenth, but still really close. We'll see what the times are when they cross the line. Going to be a 12.779 and a 12.396 for Matara. That's a fast lap and a 4.18 there. Sorry, a 13.418 there for Hops. So Hops just down a little bit. Manentry trying to defend off Piver, but I'm pretty sure the battle right now is at the front. Raidillon, that lap car of Murphy cannot come any sooner. He needs slipstream, and he needs slipstream now.
He'll only get the slipstream though for Kemmel, really. Then they'll pass him, and then it's a case of who will bookmark him first. Grouper 3 coming up towards the Brave Earth car of the boy who could. Oh, he pulls over the right hand side of the track. He basically stops. He stopped just coming up towards Malmedy because he didn't want to disturb the upper cart. But I think he might have inadvertently done so. I think he was just trying to not get hit by anybody. Oh, keep it between the white lines, Robert. You're out there on your own, buddy. Yes, good man, good man. Just the big scary things, the big shouty things, and the big scary things. Don't worry about them. We do have
right. Danny Bosman has towed. I have no idea what's happened there. To him. Oh, he got hit from Blankenship coming around Stavlot. He spins, and to be fair, there is nowhere for Blankenship to go. There is nowhere for Bosman to go, and that is a hit. I got to be honest. No one's at fault. Well, apart from Bosman spinning. Oh, he put his foot in the. Even if he didn't put his foot down, Blankenship was still going to hit him. So Blankenship has got some front damage. And that thing looks bad. In fact, he might get overtaken from Casanova there.
So this is where the incident took place. Blankenship we're on board with. Oh, you can just see. Oh, nope. That was not going to go well, and that's a lot of front end damage for him. Not something that he wants in this race, but he'll have to live with it. Looking down the field, Justin Hayes. Oh, it's a Geigel.
Hold on. Montara side by side with Raidillon almost, and Raidillon at the inside of Stavlot. We'll just wait and see what happens here. The under for Montara, and a lock up from Raidillon. There's going to be 2x2 drag race down the historic start finish line. Does not matter. Montara was second from last to start the race. He is now in the space of 6 laps. Well, just over 6 laps. He has the lead, but you know Raidillon will respond. He's got the slipstream coming down the straight. What can he do right here? Down the Kemmel straight they go. Montara goes to the inside. Raidillon to the outside. Later braking for Montara. I think he might stick this. Let's watch the line. Clean entry and a clean middle section there of Lecoum for Montara. Malmedy was easy, Montara. I thought for a moment that was going to be a close one. But Montaro has some great defense there, and the braking on the inside, later braking, just got it for him, and now he's half a second ahead.
Well done by Raidillon, or sorry, well done by Raidillon to try his best and try and make some moves coming through Lecoum onto Malmedy, but Eduardo Mortara just putting his foot down, asserting dominance, and just he's starting to drive away. It's a 0.8 of a second already. He's made a gap there for himself. Now I'm going to come back to them. I want to look at these guys. It's a Geigel 3 for 7th, 8th, and 9th. Thomas Ferrier is leading around Damien Deveau and Justin Hayes. By the way, hello to the chat. Salut. Bonsoir.
Yeah, bonsoir. Bonsoir,
mon ami.
Ça va.
You're just saying it like ciao.
It is nice to have the French community just come out for this series. It is nice to see it held very in a battle with Deveau. Now, the Corvette is fast, but the Corvette also can't turn very well. And I know American muscle car joke, but Ferrier has to rely in this fixed racing Corvette on that top end speed, and that will probably keep him away from Duval. That lovely livery there, by the way, for Duval. Hayes is also catching, but Ferrier needs good cornering. It's going to be tough in the Corvette, but he has extended his lead, his gap there by a tenth through the bus stop. And he's a tenth faster on that lap. They come around Stavlot. Look at that wide line for Ferrier, and Duval takes the inside. Will that compromise him on exit? No, but now he has to just hug into the back of this string. Hug down, goes down into Eau Rouge, up to Raidillon they go. And the gap is closing, 0.4 of a second, 0.3 of a second. Not a clean go up the hill there for Ferrier. He might have to look at the defense, trying to decide what lane he wants to take right now. Duval is catching. I think it might be a bit too... Yeah, Duval had to just brake there. Doesn't have it, but if he can find a way, actually he might find a way after Malmedy, because that's a not a good exit there of Lecombe for Ferrier. But Duval just gets held up, so nothing happening there. Meanwhile, there's a battle for 4th and 5th. Felipe Paiva, Fabian Menentri, they're close as well. Oh, no!
Sorry,
no.
I was just about to say that Ferrier coming through Bruxelles went wide on the exit towards No Name, almost lost position, and I think he's about to action. Oh no! It's all good. My heart, be still, my beating heart, be still. Ooh, I'm just trying to make sure that he keeps it. You can see how much more pointed that number 12 is compared to the number 5. The number 5, I feel, might just be struggling a little bit through the technical stuff. Where he makes up the time will be on the straights. I mean, it's got a B8 motor. Did the C6R have a B8 motor or a B12 motor?
Come back to me on that one.
Pass. Go fish.
Come back to me on that one. Moraine has lost time on Menentry and just sliding the front out there. When it comes to where was that? Sorry, that was at the bus stop. So that battle's over, but a good exit there for Hayes. Duval's not had a good end to this lap. Now Hayes is on the back of him, so Duval was looking at attacking Ferrier. Not going to be the same now as they come around the... It's, again, wide line at Stavlot. Not Stavlot, sorry, for the source for Moraine. Ferrier, sorry, I'm getting it mixed up. Duval is on the defense, though, from Hayes, and you can't really be on the defense when you're going down into Eau Rouge and Raidillon. It's when you come out on the Kemmel Straight, that's when you've got to start thinking. Hayes might have got an off track there. Not that it will matter, but he get the better line in his Corvette. Can he make a move onto Duval? He is closing. Duval's not even on the inside. Duval probably looks like he wants to fight this going in the middle of Lake Coombe. In fact, here's what's going to happen. Side by side. And Hayes has spun!
No.
He spun! And he keeps it out of the wall. Plenty of time. 5 seconds. The nearest forward is 3 seconds. So he's going to keep P9. But that battle with Duval just gone. I think he just went a little bit too... But the worst thing was that you've got Duval on the other side. Duval's also losing it, and he collects it. So they both slid there. It's just who could correct it.
Yeah, and you could just see as soon as he touched the curbs on the inside of Lake Coombe, the car just said, "That's it. I don't want to be a car anymore. Let me off of the Mr. Bones' wild ride, you know." So he'll have to unfortunately sit with that, and down in 9th position. So he's lost 1 position. Well, he was fighting for 8th, and now he's definitely not. So technically he's lost a position, but less of it. Felipe Paiva still trying to run away from this man, Fabian Menentri. Ooh, very wide line from Felipe Paiva coming through Blanchimont.
It's a bit of drama because Palos Casanovas spun at the bus stop when Mortara and Razanahora were coming up there. Mortara was looking to try and pull away from Razanahora, and they both just had to be a little bit cautious going around there, as the Ford was basically spun in the middle of the bus stop. Casanovas has spun. He was running P4. I think he still is. He still is P4. He's got away with that at the moment, but a little bit of a sketchy moment there as the car just went on him, but managed to keep the car away from the racing. But Raidillon, even through that, just cannot catch Mortara.
Mortara too strong as he comes through.
Oh, did you see that with Piper, though? Having to go round Casanovas.
Oh, Piper! Keep it together, man. He's sliding through Lecum, and he's let Manetri catch up to the rear end. This is going to be a battle for 4th position as they come down into Bruxelles. Manetri is looking to see if he can get himself set up. The car number 2 of Felipe Paiva looking a bit dicey was coming through. He slid essentially. Oh no,
Manetri spun! Manetri has spun! Almost doing the same thing that Beria did. He had to slow down. Oh, this is sketchy. Beria gets by. Deval gets by. He doesn't want to hit that wall. He's got a little bit of damage to the side there, I think, where he slid. Lost 2 positions, though. Beria and Deval get by.
Let me just rewind you to see the slide that took place between the boy himself and the boy himself. The boy himself being Felipe Paiva and the boy himself being Fabian Manetri. This is the slide that occurred. Ooh, he managed to correct it just in time. The curb helping him on the inside and just preventing him from completely losing the rear end. And then coming through Bruxelles, it all looked chipper for Fabian Manetri, and then this happened. The back just, I mean, Initial D would have been absolutely happy with that.
I think he tried to put 2. Oh my God, Casanova almost went into Manetri. Woo, sorry, just watching that. I think he was just trying to put too much acceleration down going into that corner. That's what it just felt like to me. Coming down into No Name, it just felt like he was just going too much. And yeah, sorry, I'm just watching Cavanovas take the bus stop really slow.
He might be. That car doesn't look straight, does it? I don't think it does look straight. I think it might be me though.
I think it's you. The cockpit, the wheel looks straight.
No, it's not even that. It's that I'm looking from the rear to the front, and for some reason it looked like the car was like at an angle, like the rear end had collapsed or something. It's like if you have an old car and the rear end just collapses.
Right, anyway, 9 minutes to go. Raidillon has gone wide at Bruxelles. He lets Mortara extend his lead even more. And that's not exactly what you want to see. No real battles happening at the moment. The gaps everywhere are over a second. Even in the Fords, the gaps are over a second.
I mean,
yeah.
The Fords, they split apart almost as soon as the race started. Dan Muller's has been putting in fast lap after fast lap. His last lap was a 2:19.460. He's one of the only he is actually the only Ford driver on track that has done a 2:18, and it's at a 2:18.254. It's almost a 2:17. He go fast. He go vroom. And while he's actually here, I still have this. Oh, well, you can't actually see it on this camera, but he's got like Dorito wheels, and he's also got like. Does he have anything in his cockpit? I don't even want to. Oh, he's got a nice helmet though. It's a nice helmet, but it's kind of standard. I was expecting more Dorito themed.
No,
bits.
Dan doesn't do that. Dan doesn't do that.
Dan does do that.
Okay. I'll go with you there. Dan does it. Okay. I mean, it can't be as bad as the stuff that we have seen before.
What the straw man, like the one that.
Oh, the hillbilly that we saw.
Yeah. It was in this series as well.
We've seen Nicolas Cage. The hillbilly, by the way, was put in one of the iRacing highlight videos, which was nice to see.
It was, yeah. It was hilarious. And what also
followed by the wee.
It's a 6-liter B8 motor. By the way, the answer has been made.
Thank you. That's actually, yeah, because it's a C6, isn't it? So it makes sense. Why don't we think of that?
Well,
Felipe Paiva catching up to Jeremy Hopp there again. just like Raidillon takes Bruxelles a bit wide. Piper's not able to get on the gas. Bruxelles is a hard corner, just in any car, let's be brutally honest, because you have to take the apex late. And when you think about all the apexes that you hit and miss around Spa, that one is one that can really throw somebody out. You can try and take it really inside and just hug the apex. Or you can try, but you've got to find the right point to hit that apex at Bruxelles. And, you know, Raidillon and Hop, they're taking it really wide. Piper's taking it too early, hence why he's unable to get on the gas quick enough. But he is catching Hop again. The gap was 1.4 last lap. It's currently 1 second exactly. Piper trying to catch a slipstream of Hop. This will be big for him with 5:45 to go. He needs to get in the slipstream and start catching Hop. He wants to try and deny VEC of the 1, 2, and 3. And he might be doing it, you know. The gap is shrinking. Now it's almost half a second. He just extends. We'll wait and see when they come out the bus stop. Nice line from Piper. Look at that. Hugs both apexes. It's a great exit. It closes again. Just going to be over half a second there. What was the time difference? A 2:13.110 for Piper. A 2:13.892 for Hop. So Piper is catching.
Gap at the line was 0.6 of a second and is still shrinking as they're coming down the hill towards Eau Rouge, and then they'll be up the hill towards Raidillon. The idea is that you'll need to carry as much speed as possible. You need to take as much of the curb as possible, or well, as your bones can take it, really, because it's a bumpy ride once you go over them. And look how much speed Felipe Paiva is carrying compared to the car ahead of him, Jeremy Hop. He was carrying 8 extra kilometers an hour through that, and look at the gap, it's shrinking. It's now less than almost 3/10. It is less than 3/10 of a second. He's closed right up through Lake Coombe. He took about 2/10 of a second off him with 4 minutes to go. This will be the shock horror, and Pablo Casanovas is coming into the pits. He has damage.
Yes, he had damage. Robert Murphy overtook him at the same time. Danny Bosman disqualified as well, but we're watching this battle with Piper and Hop coming around Double Gouch right now. Piper took a different line into Bruxelles again, by the way, and he was able to just hold on and just work out a little bit of timing. Oh, the backsliding out there for Piper, trying to catch on there, and they fall into Hop, almost touching bumpers, losing a bit of time, but as they come around campus into Stavelot now, they are almost touching. Piper has to think about this right now. He's going to be fast enough to get him at Blanchimont, but you don't want to get him at Blanchimont. He's at Corbet Ferrer at the moment. My apologies for the French there. He is catching. Will he lift a little bit? He brakes. He lifts a little bit there. He decides not. He had a chance. If he wasn't that close coming out of Stavelot, he could have had a move on Hop. But he has to wait. Oh, Hop's gone wide.
Oh,
and
no!
Piper spun. Oh, he thought it was going to go.
Oh, Sylvia
Moraine
Moraine
had to hit the brakes. Woo! How many drivers have we seen spin at the bus stop? Not just at the bus stop, but then at Lake Coombe. Piper loses it. 3 minutes to go. There's 2 laps to go.
Felipe Paiva looking at the back end of Jeremy Hop, overcooking it, going into the bus stop and almost slapping the face of Sylvain Morin as he was also coming through the bus stop. And he's not only lost the battle for 3rd position, he's lost 4th position now. So he'll have to contend with a 1, 2, 3, and 4 for VEC Sim Racing. And I don't think he's too chuffed about that prospect. But for 6th position, it is Thomas Ferrier versus Damien Deveau. A Corvette is looking to see if he can survive and stay within the top 50%, as the car number 12 is looking to see if he can upset the Alpha car in his own particular way. Only 2 signups in the C6R. The other one is Justin Hayes, and we already saw, unfortunately, what happened to him. And Ferrier going wide through Bruxelles. He's not able to take the inside line anymore. What's going on? And
I think he had this issue. He's had this issue because remember we were talking about how he couldn't even take the inside coming through La Source. So it looks like this Corvette, he's even avoiding the curb on the entry of Double Gouch. It looks like he's just managing trying to avoid those steep curbs around Spa, and now coming into late form, he has to ride the curb there. Around the outside goes Duval, into the inside. Is he going to make this move stick? He makes the move stick there, and that is just a sign of how much this Corvette is struggling. Down they go now, and look at that, he's already half a second. Ferrier is not finding it easy in the Corvette around here at the moment.
Dropping a position and dropping half a second in 3 corners. That is the power.
He's back on though, look at it, he's back on, look at it though. He had to lift a little bit, but he's back on to Duval. He was half a second down, he was almost getting ready to make an overtake. As they take the white flag, by the way, let's just say, this is definitely the last lap. Duval's had a really bad time.
Duval in the bus stop, going wide, coming through the second half. Not something that he wants to have happen in this moment in time, especially not now. Last lap antics will cost you places and will probably cost you a lot if you're not careful. Oh, the backsliding out. That will leave Thomas Ferrier a great chance, and Duval diving on the inside. He does not want to be overtaken at all if he can help it. He wants to take the nice natural line coming through Eau Rouge onto Raidillon. Thomas Ferrier cutting through the middle, not having the best line into Eau Rouge, and now this battle down towards Les Combes on the Camel Straight, side by side they go. The car number 2 and the car number, or sorry, the car number 5 and the car number 12. Car number 5 on the inside as they come around. Oh wow, the car number 12.
I think Ferry was safe. Yeah, I think Ferry decided to play it safe. He didn't want to repeat what happened last time. He lost that position, but with that speed advantage, he might be able to catch it. They were side by side for a lot of the Camel Straight there. I mean, he was able to keep it going. Keep an eye elsewhere, it's still the same. Elsewhere in the fourth, it's still the same at the front. Resident Horror catching Matara. Going to be a little too late. We'll keep this battle, though. We will keep our eyes on this battle. Ferrier, Duval, they are still battling right now. Gap is half a second. Ferrier might be able to make a late lunge here. If he can time this right, if he can get it right coming out of Stavelot up to Blanchimont, he might be able to do this. The leader, by the way, is coming to Blanchimont. So Matara's just a couple corners left to go. As we see, what is the gap now? The gap's gone to a second. The gap into second is not going to be enough. Ferrier's losing time. He's not had a good late form. But Matara comes around the chicane right now. 1 corner to go. He comes around, and from second to last to first, Eduardo Matara dominates the race at Spa, and he takes victory.
Congratulations to Eduardo Mortara, doing a very, very well-deserved drive and just absolutely acing it. Damien Deveau taking 6th position. Unfortunately, Felipe Paiva could not make it happen. That spin at the bus stop cost him dearly. He overcooked it going in and just could not make it happen. Where is Dan Muller? Dan Muller is halfway down the track. He still has to do a lap as the rest of the ends of the GT1s make their way. Just wanted to see, we still have racing going on.
They were gonna do a procession of the VECs, and Matara just decided no. They were gonna have the 5 VECs all line up, and Matara just pulled the car off.
Oh, say no. Say no.
He said no. No, but VEC 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. I'm just having to make sure that we didn't curse anybody. You know, it just happens. But the VEC procession, including
it's getting ready. It's getting ready. But let's just let the Fords finish, because Dan Muller. I gotta be honest. Do we need to see this Dorito Ford again?
Well, we have to. Well, like, we're contractually obligated.
Yeah, I mean, for future races, are we going to see it for future races? I'm not so sure.
Hopefully not.
He'll take victory. He'll take victory in the Ford. By the way, as we're waiting for Mascara and Randy Howell to finish, if you want to give this a go, Fanatec GT Series is at a free track next week. We're at Okayama. It's one of the free tracks. It's one of the free tracks that iRacing provides you that the Fanatec series wants to use to promote the series.
I love how you said, "Oh, you're ready to say the WEC series." Imagine the WEC series going around Okayama. That would have been Ooh. Ooh, dear.
I think that's everybody now.
That is everybody now. It is time for the race results as we have the boys in VEC Toys lead you around. We will go over the race results.
We will indeed. Eduardo Mortara, like we said, didn't have any qualifying laps valid, so he will take the victory after going up the whole field. Razan O'Hora started first but finishes in P2. Jeremy Hopp stays P3. Sylvian Moraine goes down into 4th position. And then Felipe Paiva had a battle to try and stop that, trying to get onto the podium, but was unable to with a spin. Take P5. Damien Duval will take P6. A good drive there from Duval. Also did not qualify. Finishes 6th. Thomas Derrier had a spin. He tried to keep battling. Had a couple spins as well. Had a great little battle with Duval, but finishes 7th. And then Fabian Menentri had other issues himself. He comes 8th. Justin Hayes in the other Corvette finishes 9th. And Martin Versluin had that crash at the start of the race. He finishes 10th. Quickly into the Fords as Dan Muller takes victory in the Fords, followed by Javier Mosquera, and a close battle at the end there with Randy Hull, who takes 3rd position. Then it's Robert Murphy, who had some pit issues by the sounds of it. Alexander Godefroy had a crash at the start there with Versluin. He managed to recover, but like I said, he finishes a lap down and had 4 Fords behind him. In front of him, sorry. Thomas Blankenship then finishes in the Fords in 5th. Pablo Casanovas pitted early and just parked the car. He was 4 laps down. And Danny Bosman was disqualified with 5 laps down. I believe he had an off-track, which he did not serve. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but Danny Bosman disqualified 5 laps down.
So who's your driver of the day? Well, I already know who mine is. It's Eduardo Mortara.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to say anything. It's Eduardo Mortara. Simple as. Like, do you want any other? Yeah. What do you want me to say?
Shill.
I mean, let's be honest. Last time there was a clip of Eduardo Mortara, we did post it on our Instagram, which is @RaidillonTV, Instagram.com/RaidillonTV, and he did it. He did make a comment about it. I saw. So might need to do some things around this, Rob. I got to be honest, but. Yes, we are on Instagram, Raidillon TV. We are at Twitter, @Raidillon TV. If you would like to hit that subscribe button, if you've liked what you've seen, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. We're also on Twitch. Hit that follow button if you'd like to. We've hit 1,000 subscribers. Where next? 2,000? 5,000? 10,000?
Well, that's
the sky's the limit. Want to give a shout out once again to trackcams22.com. We have a Discord link as well if you'd like to join us in our Discord, where you can get up to date with all the information and when we're broadcasting. If you do have some pennies to spare, or some euros, some dollars, some cents, pesetos, yen, the list goes on. We have a little PayPal link there. Any donations is appreciated. But until Wednesday, when we will be on round 2 for the RSR Racing Sim Rigs World Series, I have been Craig, and this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need.